I often get asked from customers that have bought my potting trays, what's the best way to keep them looking as good as possible for as long as possible? And it's really dead simple. They don't require much care. When I sell them, I've already given them 2 coats of linseed oil. And so what I suggest is every year, you kind of just give it a little bit of maintenance, like you should with your garden tools anyway. So, get it. You want to try and keep it as dry as possible. It's a good way to kind of try and keep it in its reasonable condition. Get a brush. And clean out all that compost. Okay, so you don't have to do this next step. I like to just get a bit of sandpaper, just give it a quick rub down on all the surfaces, rub it with the grain. It's about 120 grit, it's just an old piece of sandpaper. Only takes a few seconds, it's not a massive job, but it doesn't matter if you don't do this either. Going with the grain rather than against it, so you don't scratch it too much. The next thing then, is the main thing, is to get some linseed oil. So I use this stuff a lot, I always put gloves on. This is boiled linseed oil. Doesn't cost much for a whole tin. It's a great way to look after your other garden tools as well. And I just get a cotton rag. This is one I've been using. So just make sure it's 100% cotton. A rag like that. And then we're going to pour. Maybe we're not. Pour a bit of linseed oil in the bottom of the tray. And then all we do is just rub it round, making sure every surface is covered. Now, the one thing that is essential is when you finish with your linseed oil, you don't leave this scrunched up because this can spontaneously combust. So you have to just leave it somewhere open like that, outside to dry out, and then dispose of it safely. You see, it's only taking me a couple of minutes. Just give it a whole new lease of life. It feeds the wood, protects it, and it'll make it last a lot longer that way. So now leave it to dry somewhere. I'm going to prop it up a little bit actually, just so that all the sides can get a bit of air to them. Let it dry for 24 hours now, and then tomorrow I'll be able to do some potting up and get back to planting some plants. Do this every year and they give you lots of good long service. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.